Hi, Robert O'Brien from O'Brien Guitars. I'm here with the one and only Muriel Anderson. Thank you very much for taking a few minutes to talk with us. Last night we met around the fire pit, and you made an interesting comment about your harp guitar and how it folds apart and fits in the overhead. So I asked Muriel to just talk about it real quick, because I helped her carry it. She just did out on the main stage, did her set. What a wonderful set. And I helped her carry all her gear over here, and it took two of us. And she travels around all by herself around the world with all of this gear here. And so I thought it'd be interesting to show how this works.
Yes, this is the body. Luke Brunner in Switzerland makes this. He makes regular guitars and also harp guitars. And I asked him to make one that also has super trebles on it. Yeah, so that gives me a total of 19 strings. And the neck comes completely off here. And a very ingenious way of attaching it. So I'll put this on my lap.
Got it?
Yep. And just tuck this with two little pins in there. And then the neck, which I've carefully held away from the body, fits into a little slot and simply pushes down. And then it's the strap button that you screw in to hold the neck on. And it can just be hand tightened here. There's just this one little peg. And then just stretch out the strings, make sure that they're... and he also designed these. I asked him if he could make half-step tuners. So he went ahead and designed these and had them manufactured for him. They pivot around. They're two little pins, and then I can pivot it from the back or from the front.
And I saw you doing that on stage, working things too.
Yes, great. So it's a new type of half-step tuner. I'm still getting used to it. I'm used to the type that clip over the top like this. And that's kind of my innovation. I like all my harp guitars to have half-step tuners if possible, so I can play in different keys. So you see, almost in tune. We have
right out of the bag.
Right.
Just put the neck on and you just do some fine-tuning and you're ready to play.
And this one I had tuned with the half-step tuner to the
How many strings total?
Well, there were 20, but one broke, and so
You didn't need that one anyway, right?
That's right. Well, I say that because the first time that it happened, it did break, and I decided, I like it better with a little extra space in between the regular guitars and the super treble, so that I could be more emotional here. I could do a little strums without the risk of hitting one of these. So now, as a result, I have one less string than I need for some things. So to get to that high octave, I'm missing that note, and oftentimes I want that note. So
there you go.
I get it. It's a little hard to find those spots. There's a very, very tiny spot on the string that's the exact halfway point that I touch and then pluck to get an octave higher harmonics.
Nice.
So that's how I get some of my extra notes when I need them.
Right. So standard tuning here. What do we have tuned here?
These are basically going down in a scale, whatever I need. So if I'm in an E, I might decide to tune this one. I normally have 7 sub-bass strings. With this folding model, he didn't think he could do it with an extra string for the folding one. So that I have to retune the strings for different songs. So I maybe will tune that to a D. And then skip one to get the other bass strings I'll need for that song.
And your super trebles? What's the tuning?
Also a scale, starting with the octave here, 12th fret. And then usually, right now it's tuned in a harmonic minor scale to play either Baker's Dozen or the French tune. And I'll tune it in the major scale if I'm playing Vincent or something.
Wow. I was surprised also how light this instrument is for a harp guitar. I've worked on harp guitars before and they all seem to be kind of heavy.
Yeah.
This is extremely light for a harp guitar.
And it's This one is really designed to be used with the neck up, and I use these on my guitars anyway.
Right.
And it's just a piece of leather with some suction cups that will just prop the guitar up a little bit and make it more comfortable seating position. So just attaches
There
like
you go.
this, and then
Wow.
puts it up in a more comfortable position for the
Well, they've
lift.
certainly done a wonderful job on it. Now, you travel with 2 guitars.
Yes.
What's your other guitar?
I've been traveling lately with a Camps flamenco guitar,
Okay.
and it's seems to do everything I want it to do, and it's not a really expensive guitar.
Right.
So it's not one of those irreplaceable guitars.
Right.
I used to travel with 2 irreplaceable guitars, you know.
And then you stopped.
It was just a lot of stress.
Right.
And so I found this that it does, you know, everything I need for the show. It's got a beautiful tone and easy action, great pickup. So it's a great solution, so that I can be a little bit more relaxed as I travel now. And if I need to check it, it's not the end of the world. I keep it in a good case, small but hard shell. So if I need to check it for some reason, you know, there's still a chance that it will come out the other end.
A chance.
You know, good. But I hardly ever do check it, because in America I fly Southwest almost all the time and get early bird boarding. So I'm sure to
Absolutely.
put the guitar on the overhead bin.
Interesting thing about that guitar is I noticed you also had the super trebles on it. It's like a clamp on, harp kind of thing. Would you mind if we show that?
Sure. Fine. This is also built by Lucas Bruner, and he just emailed me and he says he's going to call these Muriel trebles.
Okay.
Because I asked him to make them, and
Better than Muriel trebles, I guess.
so this is just that treble half.
Right.
And I originally had it built because I had some regular harp guitars without the super trebles.
Right.
And when I recorded with John Doan, who's a wonderful player, he has super trebles on his. I realized that all that this can add to your music, and you don't have to use these for every song.
Right.
You know, you want to have variety. So this gives you a whole nother register that you don't have, and almost the playable range of a grand piano by the time you
And it just clamps onto the lower bow, and it was just really interesting to see her play that on stage.
This is like a bungee, essentially, bungee cord that clamps out. Well, let's grab my guitar. I'll put it on.
Okay.
And it took a little practice at first, just like putting the harp guitar together. But now that I'm used to it, it's very easy to do. So I'll set it on here, and then I'll stretch this down, just pull that down, so that it's up here. Now I lift up, and I'm just careful not to let go.
Right.
Suddenly, you know, or else you'll just get a little banging sound.
That's not good, right?
Yeah. It's never, I've done it many times and it hasn't hurt the guitar, but it just sounds terrible.
Okay. Very, very interesting. And then you extended your range another octave then.
Right.
Wow.
And so, so this is if I'm doing this little melody. So I'm doing, you know, hammer-ons and pull-offs, obviously here, kind of Stanley Jordan style. And but on a regular harp guitar, what I would most often do is play the sub bass here. So you're leaving out this middle range, and you get this whole different sound of the very high and the very low together. So you can do that as for one verse, and then you come back to this area for another verse, and it gives you a real contrast in tone.
Right. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for taking this time with us. I know you're very busy, you got a busy schedule, but thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Happy gear.